Hey everybody, it's Brett, and tonight I'm kind of distraught. In fact, I'm very distraught. I'm very angry. I'm very pissed off. What are some other words for that? Same thing. I have been watching animal videos, and whenever I watch animal videos, it's always about the poor treatment of the animals by humans and the exploitation and just for people's entertainment. And when I was a kid, we went to the zoo, but you'd think nowadays that people know better than to do that. It's been a long time. It's been 50 years since I was a kid. And nowadays, when people watch all these dodo videos and various animal rights videos, etc., you'd think they'd get a clue. So if you're somebody that's still going to the zoo, if you're somebody that's still going to places like SeaWorld, etc., I'd say no. Don't go to those anymore. Never. Just stop. Boycott them. Instead of going to the zoo, protest. Go to the zoo and protest why they only have this small enclosure to run around in. A half acre isn't enough for a bear. Bears need a lot of room to run. They're not going to be able to run around in a place that's the size of your yard. And there are so many different things. It's not just that. It's all those drugs that people are buying. All those drugs were experimented on animals by the FDA, blah, 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 labs and colleges. They've all got their animal experimentation labs where they do all kinds of dastardly things to dogs, yes, cats, rabbits, monkeys, all kinds of animals that they didn't do anything. What you have is a bunch of people that just can't stop eating their processed junk food and admit that they've got that completely ungodly problem. And that's right, that's exactly what it is. All of that is against God. For you Christians, for you wonderful Christians and other religions that think that you're following the good word by consuming all of that processed food, all of that creates a demand for all the drugs that you're going to have to do. So here's the redemption. Here's the redemption. All of those people that are doing all of those things, they're going to pay in pain. Okay, so I've done a lot of cleansing and healing in my life. A lot. Just so that you all know how much pain I've been through from having consumed animal foods that clogged my body. I'm still going through it. Okay? This is a warning for everybody out there. If you're consuming garbage processed food and processed mass-produced animal products, you are going to experience in the future a lot of pain. And many of you will go to doctors, and you know what they're going to give you. They're going to give you something that's going to cause you more problems. They're called side effects. And so I'm just telling you these things so that the world will get balance again. Because as soon as we all get healthy by getting our acts together and stop doing things against nature, like experimenting on animals, like caging animals, like doing prescription drugs, like eating processed foods, like driving a lot of cars. Okay, so the more mileage you drive in heavy traffic, the more you're breathing fumes and the more pain in the future you're going to experience in detox. I'm just telling you what the deal is. Even though there's only 5 people watching this, see, there should be millions and millions of people watching this broadcast right now because it needs to be heard. You could share it on Facebook. Just click the share button and click Facebook and share it right onto your page. These are things that people need to hear. So I'm just venting. But I'm telling you that I don't have to, like, it's just a warning. I don't have to do anything because God and creation have this completely under control. And I'm ahead of the game. You say, I'm ahead of the game. I don't have to worry. I know what I'm doing with my body and cleansing. All I have to do is keep doing what I'm doing, wringing it out over and over again, wringing it out, and getting away from the bad people and the crap that they do. And the more I see of the things that they do on the internet, the more it pisses me off. And I just feel bad for the animals and the plants and the trees. Okay, I feel bad for this planet. But just so that you know, I'm not going to feel bad for humans when they get their you-know-whats kicked. And that's exactly what's going to happen. So when you see more variations come along and millions of people dying from all of the crap that they're doing to this world and to animals and the plants and everything, if you think that I'm going to have even that much sympathy for them, you are mistaken, my friends. You are heavily mistaken because it's not going to happen. You're not going to see me shed one freaking tear for humanity in this world. And guess what? God is with me. God is 100% with me. And you will see, because God and nature are one. God and nature are one. And if you think that God and nature are going to stand around and put up with the things that humans are doing to this world, to the air, the food, and the water, and just allow that to happen without any repercussions, oh, you better not, don't even think about it, because it's not going to happen. And that's what's really scary. But you know what? Don't be afraid. Those of you that worry about stuff like this, you don't be afraid. You just keep doing what you're doing to work towards the center. You just keep working towards the center because that's where God is. And the less that you destroy things in this world and the more of an effort that you make, the more you are on the side of God and nature. And the more it knows, you see, it knows everything. It knows if you're making an effort. If you're not making an effort, it knows that. If you're screwballing around like most people are out there and not taking a reusable bag to the store, or you're not trying to recycle, or you're not trying to do less driving, all the different things. If you're not making some effort, it knows. It knows. And what comes around goes around. And after this world passes by and your life is finished, you will get exactly, precisely what you deserve for your next life. And it might be in this on this planet in some hellacious time in the future, or it might be on some beautiful, amazing planet in some beautiful time in the future. That is what I'm counting on for my next life. So I want to thank you so much for joining me. Be well.